most of what I've done in the past, most of it's been just streaming games from my PS4 or my unboxing streams. What I'm about to do is actually upgrade the hard drive on my PlayStation 4. Had my TV muted. What I'm actually doing is the first step in the process, the first official step in the process, is shutting down my PS4. You can't see it, it's over here. What I've done to start things out is I downloaded the latest PlayStation 4 software to a USB stick. You need a minimum of a gig stick. This is on a 16 gig because that's what I had accessible to me. I then took and backed up my hard drive. This is why this stream didn't occur like right after my Smuggler's Bounty one, because it took 3 hours to back up the 500 gig hard drive to a USB 3.0 drive. As you've seen, just shut that down, and then we have a new hard drive here. So, since things are a little bit, because of my setup, gotta remove a few things. Got Phil Coulson and Lola from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Ant-Man and Anthony from Ant-Man. And then I've got my TiVo, which actually sits above my PS4. Lift a little bit so it's not sitting directly on it. Because I wanted to have some lift to it and not just directly have my TiVo sitting directly on my PS4. I have, let's see if I can find which power cord this is. Okay. So now we've got all the cords disconnected from the PS4. And a little dusty. Because, hooked up with electronics. There goes my controller. Here is the PS4. Little PS4. I have not had any problems with hard drive ejection or anything like that some people have had. Come on. Or with disk ejects, that kind of thing. I did get mine as one of the older models with, as you can see, the shiny hard drive cover. A little harder than I thought to remove this cover. I'm also trying to be gentle-ish. Okay. Can't tell if there's a place I need to be pushing down. There we go. Had to get it all at once. So you can see I've got the hard drive cover removed. Put that over here. And here's what we have underneath. I'm gonna put this down a little bit. Give myself a little bit of a haircut. So what we have, my handy little screw screwdriver. Right bit in there. You can't see it, but the screw that holds the hard drive bay in place. Let me see if I can put this at the display. Has the PlayStation symbols on it. Square, triangle, cross, and circle. Okay, so we remove that one screw there, and then this hard drive bay just slides out. So, drive that came with it is a 500 gig, 5400 RPM HGST. What I have here is a Toshiba 5400 RPM drive. There are 4 screws, and yeah, you can look at all this stuff on the on Sony's setup. I'm doing this because I got really sick of swapping out, of having to delete things and that kind of thing, because I don't even have that many games, and I literally have games on disc that I have to delete other things to install them for the game on disc. And I don't have that many games on disc. And that's after having my Disney Infinity and LEGO Dimensions uninstalled, because I've gotten the Platinums on there, and there's no real reason for me to have those all permanently installed. So you just slide that out. It's just a normal notebook hard drive. It's a 2.5-inch drive. I'm sure you've seen the much larger desktop hard drives. If you haven't, check on that sometime. I'm going to open up the little static bag here. And you just slide the drive into the tray. Now what I'm going to do is, because I keep all my old hard drives, because it's good to have a spare hard drive. I've got enclosures that I can throw these into. So I've got my block from the drive came in. I did the same process when I replaced the drive on my PlayStation 3. Still have that drive. I think it's actually under my computer desk. There's that. So now we're going to take the 4 screws from the tray, and you can see that we've got the holes kind of lined up, because screws are going to do most of the holding there. You just take and get things kind of lined up. Sorry about clearing my throat, just still needing a little bit of crud from my trip to Disneyland over the holidays. So what you're going to want to do first is you need a drive that's big enough to hold all of your data that's on the existing drive. It needs to be at least as big. This is a 1 terabyte portable drive. You need a 1 gig memory stick. I could technically have taken and put the software onto the external drive, I believe, but it was just easier for me to just put it onto a USB stick. Since you need them at different points, you take and put the hard drive in. You hook everything back up. You put the software on first, and then you go and restore the backup. Make sure the drive's in there nice and solid. And then the drive in its caddy just slides right back on in. Just make sure it's nice and firmly seated. Then take the good old PlayStation screw. And this is all... I'm still well within my warranty, and I haven't violated my warranty by doing this. Sony actually has all the instructions for how to do this on their knowledge base page, in fact. As you can see, there it is. All the information on how to upgrade the hard drive. What to do, how to back up your data, how to replace the hard drive, and what to do to install the system software. Now that I've got that all set, taking the drive cover and putting that back on. Now there's going to be quite a bit of stuff that I'm gonna try and position things so that you can see what I'm doing on the other side, but I'm not going to be able to see any of it because I am filming. This is all through the webcam on my computer, and I use a MacBook laptop, so it makes it a little difficult. I got to eject my backup drive so I can bring things around. So okay, so we got that all done. Take and bring it down here. You can see a bit of my setup here. I've got my Star Wars Funkos. This big beastie here of a TIE Fighter is actually a popcorn bucket from Disneyland, from Tomorrowland. They've got the Season of the Force going on now. So when we've got my TiVo here, PS4 under there, and then because I ended up with spares of these first generation Disney Infinity hex discs, which work great as spacers. So that my TiVo is not sitting directly on the PS4. So now we hook everything back up. Bluntly. Not necessarily as easy as I thought this was going to be. This is just so I'm not fumbling completely as blindly as I was just a few moments ago. take the USB stick that we've got loaded with the system software. And we are going to get the TV turned back on. And now what we do is we press and hold the power button, which is the top button, for 7 seconds. I believe that should do it. Now, done this correctly. There we go. This is to connect DualShock 4. Gotta get my cable to do that. And since this is just like setting up your PlayStation for the first time, and we're going to go to the last option to initialize the PS4, which is to reinstall system software. And I've done that right here with the, it's a connected USB storage device that contains an update file for reinstallation for version 3.15 or later. You can download the update for reinstallation from PlayStation.com. I've already done that because I made sure to have that all set beforehand. This is going to take a little while. Once we've got this all back up, I'll end the stream before I start reinstalling my backup, and then I will be back later to actually play some games. Okay, it's saying the PS4 will be initialized, all users and all data will be deleted. Are you sure you want to continue? Because it's a blank hard drive, there's nothing on there. So all users and data doesn't matter. It does move fairly quickly through this. We're already the second phase of it, and it's ticking up less than a second per percentage. And now, you can hear it spinning back up. Now this is going to be the long part-ish. If I had a capture device, I'd be showing you this without the odd camera angle. But I don't, so this is what we got. And sorry for not responding, but hi. Since I moved things over, I'm not as able to keep an eye on chat. So I apologize. Rather quiet on this side. Do 68%. Since I know the numbers and text are a little difficult to read. But as I was saying, I own, not counting Disney Infinity and Lego Dimensions, physical games. I only have 6 of them. Infamous Second Son, Tomb Raider Definitive Collection, Borderlands Handsome Jack, the Handsome Jack Collection, or the Handsome Collection, Arkham Knight, Onechanbara Z2, and Until Dawn. I can't have, because of the space on the 500 gig drive and the downloadable games that I had, I could not actually have all 6 of those installed because of the space of the drive and the downloadable games. Back up. Hopefully I've done everything correctly. There we go. Pardon me, I've got to step away from my cat is being a pain. Usually all I have to do is go and look at him for a couple of moments and he gets the point that he's being a little bit of a twit. And now we've got that all set. So we're now progressing with the setup. And from here on, aside from restoring the backup, it is exactly the same as setting up a brand new PS4. No different. I hope you've enjoyed this. Have a good evening.